Hello everyone, welcome to Chemazon-Complete Chemistry. So in today's video, we are going to solve another question of NAT section of JAM 2024 chemistry paper. It is based on the name reaction, that is Benzilic Acid Rearrangement. Also, we must know how to calculate the percentage yield of any reaction. Okay, that is, we must know what are the steps involved in calculating percentage yield. Okay, this is the question. A reaction of 10.5 gram of 1,2-diphenyl ethane 1,2-dione, that is a reactant, reacts with concentrated NaOH followed by acidic workup to give 8.5 gram of carboxylic acid. The yield of the carboxylic acid is dash percentage. That means we have to find out the percentage yield. So before that, what we must know is the structure of the reactant 1,2-diphenyl ethane. Okay, so what is the parent compound? Ethane. Ethane means 2 carbon. Okay, 2 carbon. Then 1,2-diphenyl. Diphenyl means there are 2 benzene ring attached to carbon 1 and carbon 2. Then 1,2-diphenyl ethane, 1,2-dione. So at the same carbon, this is carbon 1, carbon 2, we have di means 2, one means ketone. So 2 ketone groups are present. So this is the structure of the reactant. What is the name of this? This is called as benzil. Okay, and then what we do is we react it with NaOH, that is a base. Okay, Na plus OH minus. Hydroxide is the base. And what we will get is a benzilic acid. And how we will get that? That we have to see now. That is, we have to see the mechanism of the reaction. Okay, so we have pH, C double bond O, C double bond O, pH. OH minus is a strong base, but here it will act as a nucleophile. It can act as a base as well as a nucleophile. So here this is delta plus, this is delta minus, oxygen is more electronegative, and this will attack the electron deficient carbonyl carbon, and this carbon oxygen double bond carbonyl group will open up. What we will get is pH, this carbonyl groups remains as it is, C O minus. Okay, initially it had 2 lone pairs, now another lone pair from the pi bond. Okay, pH was already there, here we have OH. Now there is a rearrangement that will take place. This O minus will come back, okay, and one of the groups will migrate. Okay, that is pH. Okay, pH will migrate to the adjacent carbon, and this carbonyl carbonyl group will open up. Okay, let us see once more what I did. First step is this O minus will come back. Okay, we'll get the carbonyl group. Then this R group will migrate to the adjacent carbonyl carbon, and this will open up. Okay, what we will get? pH, C. Okay, adjacent pH migrated here. Then O minus. Okay, this will become O minus, will pick up H plus ion. Okay, acidic workup is given. So O minus will become OH. And here we have carbonyl. Okay, carboxylic acid. This is the name of this compound is nothing but benzilic acid. Okay, this is benzil converting to benzilic acid. That is why the name of the reaction is benzilic acid rearrangement. Okay, benzilic acid rearrangement. Now this is the benzil is the reactant, benzilic acid is the product. To calculate the percentage yield, what we must know is, okay, let us see the steps. So what is the formula for calculating the percentage yield? Percentage yield is practical yield, okay, or we can say experimental yield divided by theoretical yield multiplied by 100. Okay, so do we have practical yield? The answer is yes. What is the practical yield? They have given, we get 8.55 gram of carboxylic acid. So this is given 8.55 gram. Do we have theoretical yield? No. So we have to calculate the theoretical yield first, then we'll get the answer. So for calculating the theoretical yield, what we must know is, we must know the molecular weight of both reactant and product. First thing is 1 mole of benzil gives 1 mole of benzilic acid. Okay, what is the molecular weight of benzil? You can calculate, it is 210.23 gram per mole. What is the molecular weight of benzilic acid? 228.25 gram per mole. Okay, so how do you calculate the theoretical yield? Use the simple mole ratio. Okay, 1 mole of benzil gives 1 mole of benzilic acid. Okay, what is the molecular weight of benzil? It is 210.23 grams of benzil gives what is the molecular weight of benzilic acid? 228.25 gram of the product. And they have given how much gram of benzil they have used, that is 10.5 grams. Okay, so 10.5 grams of benzil will give x gram. Okay, let's say it gives x gram. So this x gram is nothing but if we have 100% yield, how much we should get. Okay, if the percentage yield is 100%, what is the amount that we should get? Okay, so we have to calculate x, cross multiply, that is nothing but theoretical yield. Okay, x is the theoretical yield. Okay, cross multiply, that will be 10.5 multiply by 228.25 divide by 210.23. This comes out to be 11.4. Okay, 11.4 gram. This is the theoretical yield. Now what we can do is we can calculate the percentage yield. Okay, percentage yield will be practical yield or experimental yield, that is 8.55 grams divided by 11.4, that is a theoretical yield, multiply by 100. Okay, this comes out to be 75%. So that is the final answer. Now what will you put as the answer? Only 75, because they have written round off to nearest integer. Okay, and if you see the range, it is given 74 to 76. So our answer is correct. Okay, the percentage yield is 75%. So in this way you can calculate the percentage yield for any reaction. The first thing what you have to calculate is the theoretical yield. For that you must know the mole ratio. How many moles of reactant is giving how many moles of product. Okay, then you can do the stoichiometry, that is with the molecular weight and how much weight you are using, that should be given. Okay, how much mass or weight of the reactant you are using, then you can calculate theoretical yield. Practical yield is also given, so you can easily calculate the percentage yield, that is 75%. So I hope you have understood first this mechanism. What is the name of this mechanism? Benzilic acid rearrangement. Okay, if you don't know this mechanism, you cannot solve this question, because you have to know the molecular weight of the product, and that you can know only when you know the structure of the product. Okay, for knowing the structure of the product, you must know this name reaction. Okay, I hope you have understood all the steps. Thank you.